welcome into the Coach Holcomb Show, brought to you by Kia of Rainbow City and Gadsden. Coach, thank you for taking the time out. I know this is a shortened week for you. You got a game tomorrow night on Thursday against Hokes Bluff. So it's a shortened week for you on one hand, but on the other hand, you get a extra day to prepare for the next one. So you already have a very tight schedule.
Yes, sir.
You've got an itinerary for every day. Talk about how this throws a wrench and how you adjust to that.
For us, I mean, especially this week, especially how we played last week, I think it ends up benefiting us and our kids by having a short week. They're kind of excited to get back out there and play again. I mean, I know as a coaching staff, we're excited to kind of get back out there again too. But basically what it did for us was it eliminated our normal Wednesday practice, which just kind of rolls us into like our morning practice on the day before the game. And we end up basically losing a walkthrough is what happens for us. And so, but the kids responded well. They came in here Sunday excited about being here, so that was exciting as a coach and as a coaching staff. They wanted to be here and they wanted to get better, and it's really all you can ask for. So, I do think it benefits us getting an extra day to prepare going into region play. We'll need that in our region. The next week's Lincoln, so getting a chance to kind of maybe heal up, or because you know what you're going to get out of a Coach Rob team. They're going to be physical, so you'll be beat up, banged up a little bit on Friday, and hopefully give our body a chance to heal a little bit before we head into region play.
Talking about last week, obviously not the way you wanted to go. 21-7 loss to Gunnersville, but it's a really good Gunnersville team. You're looking at a Gunnersville team that went 9-2 last year, and their only two losses were to Hanley and Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
So they also averaged 42 points a game. And it was a 21-7. 14 of those coming fairly quickly in the game. Once the team got settled in, I think had it not been for those first two possessions, it would have looked a little bit different. But talk about that.
Like we wanted to schedule somebody early on that we felt like was a quality program, quality opponent, kind of figure out where we are, we wasn't going to put a whole bunch of stock in week one, whether we won or whether we lost. I mean, you know how it is. You know how it is around here. If you win that ball game, everybody's like, well, it's just one game. If you lose that ball game, everybody's like, see, I told you they wasn't who they said they were. So, I mean, it is what it is for us. I mean, it is legitimately one game. Like, we're going to take it like that. We didn't play well early. But when I went back and watched the tape, kind of, our kids could have rolled over. Our kids could have, we could have got run out of the stadium after the way the first 6 minutes went. And kids kept battling, and gave us a chance in the second half. Offensively, we couldn't get a whole lot going. Defensively, I thought we played really well. I mean, we gave them 3 short fields. Came up with 1 stop, on the short field. And then we had a short punt and gave them another short field, and then we threw a pick 6. And it was just one of the things. It felt like it snowballed early on in the game, but our kids found a way to rally a little bit, put together a couple drives late, gave ourselves a chance to at least be in it. So.
And that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. I've been around the program quite a bit. I live just right down the road, so if I get a chance, I stop by and look at practice. And I've had a chance to sit in on some conversations that you've had with the team and with coaches. And when you came in, you were dead set on creating a environment and a mindset and just a way of thinking that these guys are not going to let a win get them too high. They're not going to let a loss get them too low.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about the difference in just coming in and implementing X's and O's as opposed to creating that environment.
Well, I mean, I think that's our job. Like as a head coach, like your job is to create an environment that kids want to be here. And we don't, like we said earlier, we don't want to put too much stock, and we're not going to be defined by one ball game, win or lose. And that's what I told our kids on Sunday when they came back in here. Like one outcome doesn't define who we are. They can choose to listen to it if they want to. I don't think we have the group that does. this group has done nothing but put their head down and go to work since January, since we got back in here. We didn't start out the game very good, but if we can take anything from it, kind of what I told our kids is I respect Coach Reese and his program so much, and I told him that after the game. I mean, that's a quality football program.
He's looking this week. He's looking to get win number 100.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a really quality program. And if we can take anything away from it, we can take away what happened to them last year. People probably wrote them off after week 1 against Hanley too, and they proceeded to win 9 straight. And so for us, we needed to figure out where we were. We needed to figure out the things we needed to do to get better. We're a little bit inexperienced on both sides of the ball in a couple places that we were able to see, and we were able to kind of correct some things and hopefully get some things fixed. And that's what you want early on in the season. I felt like we almost peaked too early last year, and we talked to the kids about finding a way to keep getting better as the year and as the season progresses, and we want to be our best when our best is required late in the year. And that's what we're going to try to keep doing. If you come out and you feel like you play as well as you can play, and it's a close ball game, maybe you're not who you say you are, maybe you're not who you think you got. But I mean, our kids battled. We didn't play great. I think it's our job as coaches to make sure we play better this week. Everybody says you have the most growth between the first game and the second game, so I guess we will find out.
Just about to say that. That's cliche. They call it coach talk,
Mm-hmm.
but it's very true because there's a big difference in practicing and playing. No matter how realistic you try to make it, there's just something different. But now they've got that in their mind.
Yeah, I think you could kind of see from us, like, I wouldn't say nervous, but you could say that the anxiety level was pretty high with our guys early on last Friday night. And we still have a hard time playing at home right now. I hadn't really figured that part out. My dad told me to get them on the bus and drive them around and bring them back to the field house. So that may be something we do in the future. We'll see. I don't know, but obviously we want to play better at home. That's one of our goals this year is to play better at home. We didn't do it the other night, but it's not an effort thing. I told our kids the other day when we came back that if we could win ball games by playing hard, we'd have a chance to win that one the other night. I mean, our kids are going to play hard. We just got to do a better job as coaches to put them in better positions.
Yes, sir. Coach, I appreciate it. Thank you for taking time out. Good luck to you tomorrow night.
Yes, sir.
Look forward to next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.